glorious, everlasting. Those exquisitely tuned, haunting, reverberant chords are still echoing in our minds and in our hearts. The Xenia students can accomplish anything, and Mark Manley led these students to soar. Students at Xenia High School took a magical, mystical, musical journey with Mr. Manley and accomplished artistic goals, personal goals, and life lessons in a music and theater program never before seen in Xenia. During 26 years in the classroom and 3 as a district leader, Mark Manley has displayed a commitment to quality, excellence, and tradition.
My name is Mark Manley. My age is 6. I have one brother. His name is Brent Manley. His age is 8. And I have a sister named, her name is Janet Manley, and her age is 13, and my age is 6. I can't wait to be 7, and my mother's going to have a baby.
Mark was raised by Charles and Marlene Manley during the simple times of the 1960s and early 1970s. The family attended church together at least 2 times per week, and music was a part of their home and their church family. Janet learned to play the piano first, and then Brent, and later Mark. Janet taught the boys to sing in 3-part harmony, and they often sang at church.
In so many of our experiences in childhood, since my sister Janet was the oldest, so many things go back to her. But it was Brent and Janet and I doing so many things together and singing together and having a good time at the piano or singing in church. And when we did, we wanted it to be really great. My sister says she remembers my mom having us practice over and over until we could try to achieve perfection.
School music programs were an inspiration to Mark and all the Manley kids. While in the 7th grade, Mark had the opportunity to perform in the Xenia High School production of Oliver. He was bitten by the theater bug, and it built his concept of quality, excellence, and tradition. He went on to a great career in high school, learning under the direction of Ray Foster and Gene Foyles. Mr. Foyles provided particular encouragement and training for Mark as a soloist. Foyles once stated, "I hear something unique in the resonance of your voice. That's a big voice, and it will take you far." When his senior year came around, Mark had the opportunity for a principal role in the spring musical, How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. The performances were a huge hit with the entire community, and his humorous performance was remembered for many years. Following graduation, Mark departed for Anderson College. He joined his brother Brent, who was a senior at Anderson. It was at Anderson that he met great teachers and mentors like Paul Smith, Barbara Douglas, and David and Shirley Coolidge. These were truly formative years. Principal roles awaited him in productions of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, Finian's Rainbow, and A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum. He won awards at the National Association of Teachers of Singing, and he became a fine vocal artist known for his resonance and animated stage presence. Fellow choral singers seated near Mark in the Anderson College Choir complained that the resonance in Mark's voice gave them a headache. It was this resonance, this rich, distinctive vocal quality, combined with grit and determination, that won Mr. Manley a graduate teaching assistantship at Wichita State University and a degree in voice and opera theater. After sharing his voice with others in college and graduate school, Mark began to share his desire for excellence with the students in Xenia.
Well, what I found at both Warner and at Xenia High School, the students were open to learning, and they were open to excellence, and they were open to putting in the work to achieve excellence. It's almost indescribable to say the experience that I had with the students each day in the classroom, especially at the high school. If you ask any of my former students, they'll say I pushed and pushed for excellence. And we worked on interpreting the music and using every interpretive, every musical device that there is. And the students were open to it, and together we created excellence, and we created quality, and we created tradition, and we created beautiful music.
The students shared their beautiful music everywhere. They sang all over Xenia, Greene County, and the Miami Valley area. Their accolades took them to Washington, D.C. in 1996 as the only choir selected to represent Ohio at the Navy War Memorial. They won an unprecedented string of vocal victories at OMEA district and state events, with numerous unanimous superior ratings. The students sang as many as 50 performances in a year around the Xenia area. There were yearly trips to New York City and performances at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine, the Riverside Church, and annual performances at the Brick Presbyterian Church. High school performances of plays, musicals, dinner theater, and cabaret under Mark's direction were produced with a quality that was often compared to Broadway. Performances of The Wiz, Damn Yankees, Big River, Godspell, and Seussical displayed casts of almost 100 and were supported by the entire community. The combination of music, theater, acting, and dance made these shows legendary. Spectacular dance numbers saw a mix of original choreography created by students and stylized Broadway movements that shook the stage. Xenia students truly can do anything, and Mark Manley will forever be credited with leading everyone he worked with to immeasurable heights. He motivated students and others around him to aspire to quality, excellence, and tradition.
In the years that I spent at Xenia High School, we created magic, we created music, we created memories. I have the best former students in the history of the Xenia schools. I'm very proud of them.